hello. I think I'd make another update video, even though nothing really happened today. I went to, there's some swimming here. Right now I'm at Amistad, I think, National Waterway, which is the same place I was at yesterday. I camped here last night. I didn't have, I don't know if I gave an update, but I didn't have much chance to do much last night. It was kind of dark, and so I went on their trail. They don't have like one trail, it's like a mile and a half. So I walked on that. There wasn't really anything to see on it. I'm in Texas, so it's there's not nice woods or nice cliffs or anything. It's just kind of just plains. I went on that and ended up just crashing here for the night. I stayed at the same campsite last night. It's only $3, just fine. But like, you're not allowed to make any campfires or anything. So I probably won't even set up my tent. I did last night. Yeah, so anyways, I stayed here last night. In the morning I woke up and I went swimming. There's a nice swimming place around. It was really cool. The water's fresh, so it's hard to float. The last one is like really salty water, and I was floating so well and doing so good at swimming. I was so proud of myself. And here it's it turns out if it's not salt water, it is harder to swim in, but I'm going to keep practicing. Eventually I'll be able to swim. But I did that for a while. I got a nice beard trim before I hopped in, so I'm looking all nice and good. I think I got a bit of a sunburn. I think the sun was out this time, so last time I was kind of hiding behind the clouds a bit. But that was cool, and then I went and I got an oil change at Walmart, which is something I needed to do. Cheaper than Valvoline, turns out. So that's cool. I asked them if they could fix my electrical socket, and they said no. So I worked on that myself, and that ended up taking all freaking day. But I was able to get it working. And you probably don't need to know too much about the details of it, but it involved trying to connect two batteries together, which I've never done before, and it's electrical, which a lot can go wrong on that. It can kill you, or it can also like blow up a battery and destroy your car. And I'm way far from anywhere, so if my car stops working on me, I'm in a bit of a pickle. So that's all the stuff I had to work around with. That's why it took so long. I was going to have it go through an inverter, have like two different inverters set up, and like have like a whole complicated thing, just because I've done that before, and it would have like fuses in it and stuff, and kind of more layers of fail-safe things. But there just really wasn't a feasible way of doing that. It would have been very inefficient, taking forever to charge, and it would have been expensive. And they didn't really have the parts I needed either. So I'm just going direct. I bought jumper cables from Harbor Freight, the cheapest ones I could find, which is always encouraging. And then I bought some strippers, and I cut apart those jumper cables, and I spliced them and did all the stuff with them, and then I attached it to my battery up front. And it's connected to the battery at the back too, and I think it's working. It's really hard to. I don't have any like device to test it. The refrigerator's going, but I was also able to kind of get it started with the inverters too, so I might still have power from that. But I think it's doing good. Hard to tell. But since it is connected directly to the battery, I'm going to have to remember to manually remove it every single time I stop, because if I stop the car, it's still pulling energy from the battery, even though the battery's up front is not getting charged. But worst case scenario, I'll just need to jump, and I have a battery jumper with me, so hopefully that won't be a huge issue. Plus there's cops everywhere, like holy crap. Everywhere. But yeah, I think I'll just kind of keep remembering to unplug it, which I'm probably going to keep forgetting. But I think even if I forget, I think I can still have like 24 hours before the battery will die on me. So hopefully it works out. I'll also buy right now there's just the clamp, so I have to like actually go into the back every single time and unclamp it, but I also got a kill switch, so I could just cut one of the cables up closer here, and maybe like near the key ignition or something like that, just have a switch that I could turn, and it cuts off the power to the battery, but then everything that runs off the battery is still going to be going, so my refrigerator and everything will keep going, which would be nice. There's one I could also get to do automatically, but I don't know where I can get one of those around here. And they're like $60 or more. Or the one I got was $7. So maybe I'll do that. But again, this is all stuff I haven't really had experience in, and a lot can go wrong. So I've been very hesitant, and it's taken me it's been like a 2-day project, which is ridiculous. But I think it's finally finished. All I'm doing now is complaining, I guess. Okay, yeah, also the cops around here are crazy. In some places, like, literally, like, 2 out of every 3 cop cars, I'm counting, are cop cars, like, 2 out of every 3 vehicles are cop cars, and they just try to pull you over for every tiny thing, and there's nowhere near enough, like, just speed limit signs. It's like, it's just as bad as I was expecting. It's worse than I was expecting, even. Like, I thought, you know, I don't want to get too close to the border because there's gonna be all security and stuff. I'm gonna be tracked by every move, and like, you know, it seems like, nah, probably maybe try crossing it. Not when you're actually near it, but it turns out, yes, even when you're 100 miles away from the border, they're still swarming everywhere. And just trying to find, like, all they're doing is just trying to find a reason to pull you over for every tiny thing, and everyone's always getting pulled over. I've gone through two border checkpoints, and I haven't even crossed the border. They're just surprised, which seems like invasion of privacy. Like, I mean, they wouldn't be able to just stop me on the street and just ask me if they can search my car, or ask me like what I'm doing. Like, I think that's what stop and frisk is. Like, you can't just do that, but it feels like the exact same thing if I'm driving. There's no warning or anything. They're literally just stalking me on the side of the road to question me, even though there's no reason to think I did anything wrong. Whatever. This was probably worse a year or 2 ago. But yeah, I got pulled over for a speeding ticket already. But they left me off for the warning. They just asked me all these questions, and if there's anyone in the car with me, and why I have a big giant cooler back there, what I'm trying to hide in and stuff. But they let me off the warning, and it must have been right when they changed the speed limit, because I've been trying to see what the speed limit is, and like it was like going into a city, and it must have just changed. I don't know, but yeah, just kind of something to keep you antsy and on edge all the time. It just sucks. But anyway, I'm not going to get out of that anytime soon. The next national park is literally right on the border. I'm going to be going to Big Bend National Park, which is the first national park in a while, which is awesome. I think there's really nothing to do there, but it'd be nice to finally go somewhere, though. And then right in that same area is the Rio Grande, wild and natural riverway or something like that. Which the Rio Grande is, I think, the river that divides the United States and Mexico, so yeah, probably gonna be a lot more authorities around there, but oh well. Anyway, I was going to try to go farther. It's only like 8:44 right now, but there's nowhere to stop until you get there, which is 4 hours away, and I'm sure I could find a place, but yeah, I could finally get a nice stop, or a nice nap. I've been having the problem where I've been waking up too early because it just gets so hot so fast, and then I have to, like, there's nothing, I can't go back to sleep because it's going to keep getting hotter, and so the only thing left to do is just go on my day and keep driving or something like that, which is really dangerous when you're sleep deprived night after night after night. It adds up, and it's a safety thing. In fact, right now we're going through a heat wave down here in the United States. It's currently the hottest place in the world. Not America, in the world, because it's so hot, and I am closer to the border than anywhere else in the United States. So it's like reaching 100 here, which doesn't seem terrible, but it's going to be getting up to like 110s in the next couple of days. And so it's really hot, which is a big reason why I wanted to make sure I got the cool down. Like, I have ice cream, which is cool. I have a nice fan on me, which would be nice. But I think it's kind of starting to reach like the survival kind of area. Not where I'm in survival mode, but where if something goes bad, it could be life-threatening. Just being in the middle of nowhere in record high heats. Everywhere around here is like setting records for the hottest temperatures for this time of year. And so it's good to just take that precaution where I'll probably have a good 24 hours of backup battery, which will keep me cool. I can have fans blowing on me. It'll keep my food cool. I can have nice cool water. Like it'll keep me cool, which I think will be very nice. And it'll also let my food last longer, which can also be a nice survival thing if I'm stranded or something. I'll be good for days. Just cool. And I have my battery, my booster and stuff to give me signal, like a lot of stuff which will require electricity, and now I can have that even if the car is not working. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, I think I'm just going to crash here for the night. I've been eating nothing but ham cheese sandwiches and hot dogs for a while. I've realized I should probably change it up. But I think I'm going to roast a nice little couple hot dogs. I got some little camp burners, like little stove things, so I'll pick a fire over that because you can't have open flames. And fall asleep, I guess. And wake up. Got a 4-hour drive ahead of me first thing in the morning before I can do anything really. And it's just gonna be 4 hours of nothingness the whole time. So we'll see how that goes. All my like duplicators for whatever. There's more electrical stuff I need to do. But just for convenience though, I think all the important stuff has been finished. But there's like a lot of stuff I want to plug in at the same time, which I can't yet. I have to find a way to do it. But yeah, so anyway, it feels like I haven't really done anything the past 2 days. It's just been a standstill, and so now it's like Thursday already, and it feels like I haven't really done anything this week, which sucks because I was doing so good earlier. But hopefully I can get back on the road tomorrow and keep making progress. Hopefully I can be out of Texas by the end of tomorrow. I think there's only like one more stop really. So that'd be cool. In New Mexico, I don't know, there's a lot of stuff. The video's long, so I'll cut it off here, but I'll see ya.